here. All right, so we are doing the radius is 4, the height is 5. So when you guys type in 1 divided by 3, that gives you a decimal, right? Then don't change anything, then just keep typing times 3.14 times 16 times 5, and then hit enter at the very end. And we are rounding to the nearest tenth today. So when I typed this in, I got 83.7 and then a bunch of 3s. Is that what you guys got? All right, so we're going nearest tenth. How many places is that after the decimal? 1. So does this 3 tell me to keep it a 7 or round it up to an 8? Keep it 83.7, and my label is inches, volume is cubed. All right, so I am going to let Mrs. Cooney take over.
Can I use your calculator?
Yes, you can use my calculator.
Okay. All right, so we're looking at number 2 here, and we need to have our radius and our height. What's my radius on number 2? 4.5. Why is it 4.5? I don't see a 4.5 on there. Right, because this 9 feet here is the diameter, right? And we want the radius, which is half of that. So 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. Okay. And then what's the height? 8. All right. All right, so our formula is volume equals 1/3 times pi r squared h. All right, so now I can start plugging in. What am I going to plug in for r? 4.5. So we're going to have 4.5 squared. All right, and then what's h? 8. All right, so what is 4.5 squared? Put it in your calculator. 4.5 times 4.5.
Hello.
25.
Yes, I did.
Okay, yes.
Yes. All right, bye.
Oh, and we're going to change, we're going to use 3.14 for pi. Okay, and then yes, 4.5 squared is 20.25.
Guidance office.
9 times 8. All right, so now, whenever we put this into our calculator, we're going to say 1 divided by 3, right? That's our first step. And then we're going to multiply that times 3.14 times 20.25 and times 8. What do we get?
169.55.
I got 169.56 is what I got. 169.56, but I want to round to the nearest tenth. I want to round this number right here. So 169.6, right? Because that 6 is telling me to round my 5 up. So 169.6. And then what is the label here? Feet. Yep, cubed. We have to have the cubed, right? Okay. All right, number 3. So first we want to find what our radius and our height are. So what's our radius here? 3. And what's our height? 11. Okay, so let's write our volume formula again. So we have volume is 1/3 pi r squared h, right? All right, I'm going to use 3.14 for pi. What am I plugging in for r? 3 squared, and that's right, that's 9. What about h? 11. All right, so yes, the order of operations, we're going to do that exponent first, and someone already said that that was 9. That's right. Okay, so now whenever we punch this into our calculator, 1 divided by 3. And that gives us that repeating decimal 0.3, right? And then times 3.14 times 9 times 11. So what did we get?
103.62.
Yep, that's what I got too. 103.62. I want to round to the nearest tenth. So what am I going to look? 103.6, right? Because this 2 here.
That's the thing.
Is that feet?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, I can't read it.
That's in cursive.
Yeah, I can't read cursive.
They
or write it.
didn't teach us.
They
I
don't
can't
have it in
read
cursive.
it.
That is feet.
Yep, that's an
Woo!
FT. So feet. And what is it? It's not just feet for the volume. What is it going to be?
The only person that ever taught us, well, was me, how to do cursive is Miss Nichols in 5th grade.
Yeah, but
She
they only
passed
did it
away.
for like a week or two.
I had like Miss Audrey or
Miss Andre, I got taught.
She did it for like 3 weeks.
My third grader's learning cursive right now.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so our label should be feet cubed, right?
Hey, focus, you got one more.
All right, last one, guys. What's our radius on this one here? Why is it 6? Yeah, can you see that that one's the diameter, right? So we want to divide that by 2 to find the radius. What's the height? 13. All right. Our volume formula is 1/3 times pi times r squared times h, right? All right, so I'm going to use 3.14 for pi. And then what do I put in for r? 6. All right, and then we have to square it. And then times our 13 for the height. All right, so what is 6 squared?
36.
Okay. Now I can multiply all these together, right?
Yeah, you get 489.84.
489.84, that's what I got too. All right, so I want to round to the nearest tenth. So I want to round to this one. So is that foretelling me to round up or to stay the same?
Stay the same.
Oh, sorry, you guys can't even see it. All right. So 489.8. And then what's the label on this?
Inches cubed.
Inches cubed. Good. All right.
Is this one?
You guys have some of these to do. Yeah, I believe it's online.
I don't know.
Hey, remember, I have everybody's assignments.
I don't lose my-
Tomorrow, submit it online, and you will get one on paper.
Did you guys have any questions about volume of a cone?
What?
Any questions? No?
Just make sure you pay attention to your measurements.
That's better.
Did you say you got our
I'm
assignment
looking
back
at
left?
you.
Layton always turns his work in.
How about Jonathan?
Jonathan turns his work in,
But I'm serious, guys. I love working for someone.
because if you turn in your assignments, then your assignment tomorrow's on paper.
Yeah, so Layton's fun.
Where do I stop recording?
Yesterday's too.
Well, I did yesterday's.
Oh, did you? Oh, wow.